Imagine this. You've been trying everything to connect with her, doing everything you think is right. You text her, make plans, even show your most charming self, but she doesn't seem as invested. You're wondering, what's going on? What's wrong? You might be unknowingly making mistakes that are pushing her away, even though you think you're doing all the right things. And I'm not talking about the obvious stuff, like being rude or disrespectful. No, we're diving into the subtle things that women find unattractive in men, the things that most men overlook, and what could be the secret to unlocking her interest. If you're tired of playing the guessing game and want to truly understand what could be ruining your chances, keep watching because this is going to be eye-opening. Number 1, lack of confidence. Let's start with a big one, confidence. It's something everyone tells you about, but it's often misunderstood. Confidence isn't about bragging or showing off. It's about owning who you are. It's that unspoken energy that you exude when you walk into a room, whether it's a casual hangout or a first date. When you lack confidence, women can sense it almost immediately, and it's a major turn-off. Imagine yourself at a bar or cafe, and you're standing next to her, constantly checking your phone, avoiding eye contact, unsure about what to say. You think you're being polite or giving her space, but what you're actually doing is projecting insecurity. Confidence doesn't mean being loud or dominant. It's about being comfortable in your own skin. It's about having a sense of direction, knowing who you are, and not seeking validation from others. Women are attracted to men who are confident because confidence shows that you're comfortable with who you are and that you can handle the ups and downs of life without crumbling. If you're nervous about getting rejected or constantly second-guessing yourself, that hesitation becomes a barrier. It's a sign that you're emotionally dependent on her approval, which, ironically, pushes her away. Building confidence takes time, but it starts with small steps. Standing tall, making eye contact, speaking clearly, and taking action without overthinking. It's not about being perfect, just being yourself with a sense of self-assurance. When you do this, it won't just make you more attractive to women, it will make you more attractive to everyone around you. Number 2, being too available. Next up, let's talk about being too available. It's something many men get wrong. They think that showing a woman they're always there for her, no matter the time of day, will make her like them more. But the reality is, when you're always available, you're actually making her feel like you don't have a life outside of her. And trust me, that's not attractive. Think about it this way. The more you're constantly at her disposal, the more you're essentially giving her all your time and attention without expecting anything in return. It doesn't build desire, it actually creates a sense of complacency. When you're always available, you lose the mystery, the thrill of waiting for your text, the excitement of getting to know you better. And guess what? That excitement fades away when you're there every single time she needs someone. Women in general appreciate a man who has his own life, his own hobbies, career goals, and friendships. It shows that you're a well-rounded person with value, not someone who's just waiting around to fill a gap in her life. Being unavailable doesn't mean you should be distant or cold. It just means you have your own interests, your own plans, and a sense of purpose that doesn't revolve around her. This balance makes you more intriguing, more attractive, and ultimately more desirable. So, if you're always dropping everything just to hang out with her or text her non-stop, take a step back, allow yourself some space, pursue your passions, make her miss you. That's when you'll truly spark her interest. Number 3, over-complimenting. Let's move on to over-complimenting. Compliments are nice, they make people feel good. But if you're constantly showering her with compliments, especially ones that feel rehearsed or exaggerated, you're sending the wrong message. It makes it seem like you're trying to win her over with words instead of showing her through actions. Think about the last time someone gave you a compliment that felt too much. Maybe they went on and on about how amazing you are or how perfect you look. After a while, it doesn't feel sincere. Women experience this too. When you constantly tell her she's perfect, beautiful, and flawless, without giving her any room to show her true self, you might end up making her feel like you're not paying attention to anything deeper about her. Complimenting her looks is fine, but if that's the only thing you focus on, she'll start wondering whether that's the only thing you value about her. Instead, try complimenting her on her personality, her intelligence, her sense of humor, or the way she handles tough situations. Make her feel appreciated for more than just her appearance. Genuine compliments show that you're paying attention to the whole person, and they make her feel like you really see her, not just a pretty face. The key is sincerity. Compliment her in a way that shows you truly notice her unique qualities. Avoid overdoing it, and make sure that when you do give her a compliment, it's meaningful and reflects your real thoughts about her. Number 4, talking too much about past relationships. Now, this one is a major red flag. Talking too much about your past relationships. Listen, we all have a past, and it's normal to talk about it occasionally. But when you bring up your ex constantly, whether it's in the form of comparisons or stories about how things were better with her, it creates a big problem. Why? Because it can make the woman you're with feel like she's not as important to you as your ex was. Imagine you're out for dinner, and every few minutes you somehow mention your ex. How much fun you had at that concert, how she used to like the same foods, how your ex was really good at handling conflict. Do you see where this is going? It's not just awkward, it makes her feel like she's not the one on your mind. Women don't want to be in competition with your ex. When you're constantly referencing your past, it shows that you're not fully present in the moment. You're still holding on to memories of a past relationship, which can be hurtful or frustrating to the woman you're dating. It makes her feel like she's just an option, or worse, a replacement. If you find yourself bringing up your ex often, it's time to let go of that past and truly embrace the woman you're with. Give her the respect she deserves by focusing on the here and now, not the past. Number 5, lack of emotional availability. Finally, let's talk about something that's often overlooked: emotional availability. A lot of men think that being emotionally distant or guarded makes them seem strong or in control. But in reality, it creates an emotional barrier that women struggle to break through. When you're not emotionally available, it's like building an invisible wall between you and the woman you want to connect with. Women crave emotional connection. They want a man who can share his thoughts, his feelings, and his experiences. It's not about being overly vulnerable or sharing every tiny detail of your life. It's about being open when it counts. If she opens up about her day or shares something personal, she wants to know that you're there to listen, to empathize, and to respond in a meaningful way. When you shut down or avoid these conversations, it makes her feel like you're not truly engaged in the relationship. Emotional availability isn't about being a feeling person all the time. It's about being able to communicate, to connect on a deeper level, and to show that you're willing to be vulnerable. This emotional depth is what forms real intimacy and trust. If you're holding back all the time, you're not giving her the chance to see who you truly are. And that emotional distance, it's a huge turnoff. So there you have it, the 5 things women find unattractive in men. If you've caught yourself doing any of these things, don't panic. The good news is, you have the power to change and improve. Relationships are about growth, both individually and together. If you can work on these areas and make small but meaningful adjustments, you'll become a more attractive, more emotionally available partner. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about understanding what women truly want and need from a partner. When you can show up with confidence, balance, and emotional depth, you'll naturally draw the right person toward you. So take a moment to reflect on your current approach and start making these changes today. Trust me, the results will be worth it. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more relationship insights.